Hi, thanks for joining us today. This is Sadia.
Hey, and I'm Keith. You paid what? The best place to shop in America.
In our last lesson, Lesson 21, you learned how to get the food and table you want at a restaurant.
And you also learned about requesting something using the phrase, can I?
And about asking the question, what do you recommend?
In this lesson, you'll learn how to shop at a market or street fair.
This conversation takes place outside at a street festival.
And this conversation is between, of course, Zoe and some food vendors or people who sell food.
Let's listen to the conversation.
I got popcorn here. Get your popcorn.
Cotton candy here.
Excuse me, what are these?
Oh, these are funnel cakes. Very delicious.
What's in it?
There's some flour, a little egg, butter, and sugar. A lot of sugar.
How much are they?
$3.
And those there, what are they?
Those are corn dogs. They cost $2 each.
I'll take one of each.
Here you are. That'll be $5.
Here is $20.
Do you have a smaller bill?
Sorry, I don't.
Okay, no problem. Here's your change.
Thanks.
One more time, slowly.
I got popcorn here. Get your popcorn.
Cotton candy here.
Excuse me, what are these?
Oh, these are funnel cakes. Very delicious.
What's in it?
There's some flour, a little egg, butter, and sugar. A lot of sugar.
How much are they?
$3.
And those there, what are they?
Those are corn dogs. They cost $2 each.
I'll take one of each.
Here you are. That'll be $5.
Here is $20.
Do you have a smaller bill?
Sorry, I don't.
Okay, no problem. Here's your change.
Thanks.
All right, so it sounds like Zoe is at a street fair. I love street fairs. They're usually held on the main street of a neighborhood, typically during the spring and summer months.
Street fairs are a common event throughout the United States. Wouldn't you say, Sadia?
Yeah, definitely.
And each one usually expresses the character of the neighborhood it's held in.
That's true. Sometimes street fairs are held in celebration of a holiday, the 4th of July, for example, but not always.
Well, in this dialogue, Zoe is talking with some of the food vendors, the people selling the food.
And the dialogue opens with some of these food vendors, their sales calls.
The sales calls are fun, actually. And a lot of cotton candy vendors, they shout, "Cotton candy, get your cotton candy here." You'll hear these kinds of calls if you go to an American street fair. There's usually many food vendors.
They all work pretty hard to get your attention and hopefully to get you to buy what they're selling.
Definitely. All right, let's take a look at the vocabulary for this lesson.
Each.
Each.
A piece.
Each.
Each.
Credit card.
Credit card.
A card used to purchase something on credit.
Credit card.
Credit card.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Cooked corn kernels.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
A candy made of spun sugar.
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy.
Flour.
Flour.
Soft, powdered wheat used in cooking or baking.
Flour.
Flour.
Bill.
Bill.
A piece of paper money.
Bill.
Bill. All right, well, let's have a closer look at the usage for some of the words and phrases from this lesson.
The first phrase we'll look at is, I got popcorn here, get your popcorn.
Sadia, you sound so familiar. This is a phrase usually heard at an outdoor festival or an outdoor fair. It's shouted really loud by food vendors who are selling popcorn.
And vendors selling other kinds of food also use this phrase. So you might hear, ice cream, I got your ice cream, get your ice cream here, or something similar to that.
Something similar is also cotton candy here.
Next is the phrase, what's in it?
When Zoe hears about funnel cake, and this is a fried pastry sprinkled with powdered sugar, Zoe asks, what's in it? What's in the funnel cake?
This phrase, what's in it, is an informal version of what's this food made of? You can use this phrase, what's in it, when you'd like to know what a food is made of, what ingredients were used to make it.
Next is, I'll take, or I'll have.
So the phrase, I'll take, and the phrase, I'll have, is often used when purchasing something. They mean, I would like to buy.
That's right. In the dialogue, Zoe says, I'll have one of each. And this means that he would like to buy one of each item the salesperson tells him about.
One funnel cake and one corn dog.
Next is something smaller.
When you pay for something with cash and the cashier asks you if you have smaller bills or something smaller, they're asking you for dollar bills smaller than the one you're giving. So if you're giving a $20 bill, the cashier would probably like a $10 bill or a $5 bill.
And if you give a $10 bill and the cashier is asking if you have something smaller, the cashier probably wants a $5 bill or a $1 bill.
Which brings us to the phrase big bills. What's that mean?
The phrase big bills generally refers to $20 bills, $50 bills, and $100 bills.
Right, and then small bills, they'd refer to $10 bills, fives, and ones, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The focus points of this lesson are plural demonstrative pronouns and
Asking for something using do you have? Okay, plural demonstrative pronouns. It's pretty long. What are they?
our listeners may remember from previous lessons that demonstrative pronouns are used to point to particular nouns.
This lesson, and this is a demonstrative, this lesson focuses on the plural demonstratives, these and those.
Nouns that are close to the speaker are referred to as these. So when Zoe approaches the food vendor selling funnel cakes, he asks, "Excuse me, what are these?"
Even though we can't see the action, we can imagine Zoe pointing to the nearby funnel cakes.
Let's talk about nouns that are far away from the speaker.
Nouns that are far away from the speaker are referred to as those.
So when Zoe approaches the food vendor selling corn dogs, he asks, "And those over there, what are they?"
Again, we can't see the action. We can't see it, but we can imagine Zoe pointing to the corn dogs, and I think they're far away.
Right. Maybe they're like behind the counter or something. Let's do some sample sentences that use plural demonstrative pronouns. Can you start?
Sure. Whose books are these on my desk?
Oh, not mine. Whose books are these on my desk? He's asking. So a question to our listeners, are the books near or far from Keith? If you guess that the books are near to Keith, you're right. Here's another sample sentence. What are those buildings over there?
Another question to our listeners. Are the buildings near to or far from the speaker?
If you guess that the buildings are far away from me, you're correct.
So remember plural demonstrative pronouns. That's these and those.
These is a plural demonstrative that refers to things that are close to the speaker.
And those is a plural demonstrative that refers to things that are far from the speaker.
Now, let's talk about asking for something using the phrase, do you have?
When Zoe gives the food vendor his $20 bill, the vendor asks, do you have a smaller bill? He'd like to know if Zoe has a $10 or even $5 bill.
The vendor is probably running low on change, and the vendor is trying to get some more change from new customers.
Yeah, that's a good point. If Zoe did have smaller bills, he'd help the food vendor by making it easier for the vendor to give change to other customers.
That's right. So you can ask someone for something using the phrase, do you have?
Ask someone for something using the phrase, do you have?
What else could Zoe have asked the food vendor?
Well, he could also ask, do you have soft drinks?
Or how about, do you have any napkins?
Or maybe even, do you have a bag for the corn dog?
Do you have a fork?
Yeah, and actually, you can make your do you have request more polite by beginning with, excuse me.
So, excuse me, do you have any soft drinks?
You can also say, excuse me, do you have any napkins?
You should also know, though, that do you have can also be used to ask someone if they possess or own something.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
That's right. Or do you have a car? Do you have? It's a really useful phrase that works well when you're asking someone for something.
Or asking if someone has something, if they possess something.
Anything else we should talk about, Keith?
Actually, I think that was a lot of good information. I think we're done. All right, well, that just about does it.
Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I got popcorn here. Get your popcorn.
Cotton candy here.
Excuse me, what are these?
Oh, these are funnel cakes. Very delicious.
What's in it?
There's some flour, a little egg, butter, and sugar. A lot of sugar.
How much are they?
$3.
And those there, what are they?
Those are corn dogs. They cost $2 each.
I'll take one of each.
Here you are. That'll be $5.
Here is $20.
Do you have a smaller bill?
Sorry, I don't.
Okay, no problem. Here's your change.
Thanks.